Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Hey everybody, welcome to 2 o'clock, stupid o'clock. All right. Well, I guess 2 o'clock in the morning would be considered stupid o'clock, wouldn't it?
It's 2 o'clock somewhere.
My watch ain't working.
Oh,
It's on that wrist.
yeah. John, did you like the video I tagged you in today?
Yes.
About the comparison of rockets?
Yes, because right there at the very end, they had the Sea Dragon.
What you got there, Dan?
Very nice pocket watch. The camera probably won't focus on it so you can see it, but it's just one of those Walmart specials.
Oh,
no, I've got a really good one that is 45 years old. And it's a wind up, so I don't have to worry about batteries. But
I thought that may have been your retirement watch.
No,
That's what I was
my retirement watch is a paper calendar going, you got 5 days left. You better make the best of it. When I'm gone, I'm gone.
I've got something that looks like a pocket watch, but it's the claws, couple claws from my big dog when when she passed away. I trimmed her claws so I could, have a piece of her from now on. Now I got two of the little varmints.
That was your own fault.
Well,
One looks just like her, and the other one acts just like her.
I can see where the confusion comes in. Yes, Carl, 5 days. 3 next week, 2 next year. 1 in January and 1 in February. 5-week vacation in between.
So you're not working tomorrow.
Not working tomorrow.
You're
This my
off
last.
Monday.
Yep.
And then that's
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday
Thursday.
next week. Friday will be my last vacation day for this year.
Yeah.
Have New Year's Day off. Go in January 2nd. Hand my supervisor a thick sheaf of paperwork that goes, here's my vacation forms. All you got to do is sign. Or
What
don't
if
sign.
you
I ain't coming in anyway. What are you going to do? Fire me? And then after that 5 weeks of vacation, go in on February 8th for my last day of gainful employment ever. And I don't even have to stay the whole day. They would, hey, it is within the rules for me to leave at lunchtime. But I'm still working on my perfect attendance for this year, and I might be able to finagle a perfect attendance for next year if I stay all day on my last day.
What do you get for perfect attendance? A gold star or something?
A bonus check. The whole year's worth. It's kind of graduated. It steps up and steps up as each quarter goes on. The whole year's worth is about $500.
It doesn't hurt
And
to
they
try.
and
For
they
your
don't
fourth
dock
check.
you for vacation time.
No, they don't. They don't dock you for vacation time. So I might get the perfect attendance for next quarter because I worked every day I was scheduled to work. As well as this year, I have not missed a single day of work this year or been late. So,
Dan,
sorry.
I will be down there Tuesday morning to make sure that you have a car that can get you back and forth, or at least get you there. Because that would suck on Thursday. You go out, click, 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 click. I'll hop in Lindsay's car. Click, 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 click.
no, the van
No,
has
you just-
done that to me before. All I had to do is pull the key out, turn it upside down, shove it in real hard, and it cranks right up.
Not
It's
the
a
green room.
It's a 17-year-old car, but if you hit it hard enough, it cranks.
Not the green room.
Doesn't have to be.
Carl said that kiddo walked by Kelvin, forgot to hiss. Oh, good. So the kitties are starting
All
to
right.
get
Yeah.
with each other.
Joe
Oh.
says out on computer repair job. Okay.
Hey, that's better than a road repair job. At least you
Mhm.
might have a chance of being warm.
With his luck, the computer is in the back of a truck somewhere. With no heater.
In the
Oh.
middle of a warehouse somewhere.
John, I think it's in Stupid O'Clock. I don't know if you saw the video yet. It says, "Can you see where this is going to go wrong?" I need you to watch that video.
Oh, here's more good news. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
keep monopolizing the conversation. I made a smart-ass remark to the HR lady. She laughed. She liked it. She thought, "Hey, I can do one of those little short reader books with different articles in it and get it published. Would you write an article about this witticism you just came out with?" And I said, "Sure." So last week I wrote it and turned it in. It's about 400 words or thereabouts. I mean, shorter than the shortest short story I've ever written. She goes, "I'm going to get in touch with somebody that does the company newsletter from corporate headquarters in Europe and have them write an article about you and then end it with your little explanation about this joke." And I'm going, okay. I won't get paid for it, will I? No, but I'll die of the exposure. Basically, yeah, they waited 46 years to recognize that I actually contributed to the company. Anyway, it's going to be ghost written, basically, and the only parts that I will contribute to is posing for a photograph purportedly showing me hard at work. That's going to have to be staged because we got to make it look like I actually do something. And the little bit that I wrote, and then I got to do a phone interview with the lady that writes the actual articles. And God help us if she doesn't get it right. I mean, I'm going to look so stupid, but I'm used to that. I mean, seriously. When have I ever looked brilliant? Anyway, the entire company is finally, not just the people whose jobs have depended on my daily reports on stuff, but the rest of the folks. And I'm going, as a final gesture, the company has its own version of Twitter, which, to my mind, they ought to be fired if they ever post anything on, because that means they're on the internet not doing their job. But c'est la vie. I ought to go on there. I've never posted a damn thing before, but on my last day, go, "Well, I'm retiring now after 46 years. I went out and climbed a tree and got this mistletoe to pin to the back belt loop on my pants. Y'all draw the obvious conclusion. Goodbye." I really think I ought to do that, but I've been wearing the insulated suit so much it wouldn't work. There's no belt loop on the coveralls. People would go, why do you have mistletoe pinned to the back of your coveralls? Well, it's too cold for me to drop them so you can kiss me goodbye. Oh. Yeah, and there's going to be people at work watching this going, "Oh, he done it again. He done it again." I didn't say the name of the company, all right? Oh, now here's some sanity coming in.
Hello.
Hello, Zach.
Yes.
Quick question.
I didn't do it.
I didn't want to sit for an hour and watch it. What was the big announcement from the VP?
Oh, absolutely nothing. The same thing I put in my tweet about an hour before she walked out, which is that NASA is now committing to landing a international astronaut on the surface of the moon, which had not been.
What the hell is an international astronaut?
Well, people are asking, does that mean it has to be an American citizen that has dual citizenship? Or are we talking a Artemis Accord members astronaut? There was not a lot of information.
So
Oh, I'm trying to get him in
One
here.
of y'all make up your mind who gets the button to bring Cap
so,
in.
so basically the next
Is it
the
going to be
next
like the Miss?
person
Is it going to be like the Miss Universe contest where every country like adds an astronaut and they have to come out in a swimsuit?
That would be fantastic.
Like,
They have to do a spacesuit pose. They have to do a what do they want? It's not world peace, solar system peace. You could do a whole thing.
Yes, we all want a piece of the
Interplanetary
solar
peace.
system.
Yeah, it's-
It could be great. Yeah, we don't know. She didn't know what she was talking about. She's also the chair of the National Space Council, which all of them came
Not the green room. Not the green room.
to hold a meeting, and they brought representatives from all 33 nations of the Artemis Accords. She walks out and says, "We're going to land international. Goodbye." And she walks away and leaves the meeting. She doesn't even sit down to chair her own meeting.
It was interesting.
The best part is the video. I clicked the video, her full speech, the big announcement, and the Canadian astronaut from Artemis 2 introducing her. Guess which video has more views?
yours?
The Canadian astronaut introducing the vice president has more views than the vice president, making an announcement somewhat equal to a JFK. That NASA's never said they would land someone. They said they would take partners to orbit, but they never said they would land someone. So it is a big deal, but
So
we don't know who.
So am I reading this is that the next person America sends to the moon and steps out's not going to be an American?
No, we've decided that we'll do it by the end of the decade. So it gives NASA long enough to run out of budget and cancel the Artemis program that they don't actually have to take an international astronaut.
Oh, that could blow up in their face so badly.
That's what I'm about to say.
There was sarcasm there for anyone that didn't catch on to that.
No, I understood the sarcasm. I'm just going, that may be a bridge too far.
Okay. If NASA wants to have their budget expanded, okay, do a crowdfunder, do a crowdfunding thing.
Oh my God. NASA on Kickstarter.
And announce the reason for the crowdfunding is we want to put a Kardashian on the moon.
No.
They'll have billions of dollars before the first week.
But then they're going to demand that one of the Kardashians actually go up. I guarantee you.
Hey. Going
to
up
the
to the moon, that's no
Do
problem.
not
Send them
bring
out to
them
plant a
back.
flag. Take off while they're out.
We didn't say shit about bringing them back.
No, we did not ever
Really?
bring them back. We said they were sending them to the moon.
Well, one of the big things that came from that meeting was not anything she said.
Hey,
Oh,
Carl.
I was just
Hey.
thinking we could send a former politician to the moon and leave him there. but-
Hey, that big butt might exceed MTO.
but I'm not sure it would be allowed. Wouldn't it be FOD? Foreign object debris in the spacesuit?
Let's put it this way: when they landed and hit the moon,
My head with
okay.
Donna.
she'd have the cushiest ride of the bunch of them. So that's
See, exactly, Signe. Would the implants have issues? We need to do someone write this up, send it to NASA. We need to do a study on the International Space Station, 6 months, 9 months, testing different implants.
yes, silicone.
I volunteer as
Nails.
tribute.
You could do that on the vomit comet. All you got to do is depressurize it just a little bit and see what explodes first.
I think that I've actually heard about that happening on airplanes before.
It has not. It hasn't happened in quite that dramatic of a fashion, but it has happened where implants have
Expanded.
exploded and expanded, but they didn't like violently, like
It wasn't like
pop out of
aliens
your
or
chest.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It wasn't.
They got an enlargement surgery without pay.
Yeah, they
It wasn't
increased the cup
permanent.
size.
Can you imagine you're on an airplane next to a gorgeous woman with big breasts, okay? And the
Oh,
plane's
God.
going up, and you kind of look over at her, and they're just steadily getting bigger. You know,
What
Oh,
movie
that
was
just
that?
sounds
Oh,
painful.
man. Terminator 3. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. The female cop. She looked up at the billboard and then looked down at herself.
whoop.
John, you just described every day of my life in high school. I just look around and that was smaller yesterday.
Where'd that come from?
And
Really?
that quick. Oh, ow! That just sounds painful.
It would be. Pop
Hmm.
goes the weasel.
Hey,
No,
Dawn,
Pop goes the implant. We talk about Pop goes the
The-
weasel. Pop goes
Dawn.
the implant.
if you think that one sounds painful, imagine having a penis implant.
Yeah, but you're used to that thing going up and down.
And the head pops off. Yeah.
Honest to God, I thought we'd installed rails by now.
Zach, have you ever put that on the launch pad?
I did about 3 days ago, and I went like this, and I was like, the head.
No. The thing that Joe showed with the
No, we get sued to the Stone Age.
Yeah. I think that's NASA space flight's video.
Yeah.
But it's under 10 seconds. And it's parody.
Yep, parody law.
Seeing you learn something new that the head pops off? Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you, Zach, by the way, for tagging me in that. I did get a good little laugh on that.
Do you know how hard it was to keep a straight face in here? So today we're going to watch the New Shepard launch vehicle launch. There's no people on board the capsule today, but we're going for 3 minutes straight. I'm watching the chat for one comment, not one. Not one comment. Over 2,000 people watching and not one person with a sick mind.
I said something about
Oh,
Zach's
you
model in the
got to
head
work
popping
on
off.
that. You got to work on. You need
Hey.
people with sick minds.
Well, tell them about the Kamala Harris chat box.
Oh, well, just
The
use your
normal-
imagination of putting Kamala Harris on YouTube and how much people love and hate her at the same time, but don't bring any of the people that like her. That was our YouTube chat for the entire National Space Council meeting.
Whoever Signy Spears is, they said that they missed the chance, Zach, and that hopefully I'm thinking that next time they're going to make sure that.
Signy's my
not-
cousin.
It's not a misfire.
Signy's my cousin.
Oh, Lord. They do things up there in Canada a little bit different, don't they? Hi, Signy.
Hey, it's no different from. Well, let's not go there, Dan. I mean, seriously, this is.
She's over there laughing her ass off.
Oh, don't mention Arkansas. Don't mention Arkansas, please. Don't
say
mention.
hi.
Oh.
No, if you want to talk about copying people's content, I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but I'll drop something in the Carl's thing that you can see later of a current copyright challenge we are going through with thumbnails with another challenge that someone in another country is learning what copyright means
The
very
hard way?
hard way of getting 2 copyright strikes from YouTube in a matter of about an hour. You only get 3 and then you lose your channel.
All right.
Pat, remember the Chinese spy balloon?
Who doesn't
What are
remember
you
this?
doing, John?
Which one?
The Chinese spy balloon that we shot down over off North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean, there were so
Pat,
many. It was so dark. There were so many.
hey, you remember this?
Okay, Duck John.
We were talking about, large female breast on airplanes. So, needless to say.
Moral majority.
Have you not seen Airplane 2? Or Airplane
Yeah.
Airplane or Airplane 2? Okay. Thanks.
Yes, I'm the one that screwed up Blow Rock with blowing up Otto.
She had to slow down and think about that one before she said something.
That's all right. We'll get her up to speed later. Once the witticisms go fast and furious, she is right on up there with the best of us, and she can come out with some outrageous
John's got
statements that
that
we
image.
wouldn't think of. Okay.
I'm
John's
like one
got
of the
that
guys
image
with
centered just the right
moral
way.
majority.
He's got the Grinch in just the position where it's just like,
Yes, platoon sergeant.
There's more tweets or posts.
is there?
Yeah. The one thing that's interesting that came out of that meeting with the vice president once she left and the rest of the council actually went to work, the Deputy Secretary of Defense officially stated the space race has now become a space chase against China. So that's the first time someone other than Administrator Bill Nelson has said the America's behind.
Hey, Russia said that they were going to beat us to the moon and started working on the N1 rocket. Okay.
China's just rebuilding Starship. They downloaded the blueprints off Reddit.
Yes, but they're using the same parts that they've been using to build their fake stealth fighter that's made out of crashed airplanes.
It's true. They beat America to space with a methane rocket, though.
What is this?
Joe
thing
Dog is not
talking
going to be
about?
content to let that record stand.
I'm working on it.
We have to get to orbit, and then you have to deploy a satellite, Joe Dog.
Okay, you got to visit 3 Taco Bells.
Or just the back of.
So would basically taking a shit in space count as deploying a satellite?
I'm sure Fritz has probably already beaten you to that one.
I mean, as long as you're already in orbit, then it would stay in orbit, yes. If you weren't in orbit, you would have to have some pressure behind that.
Hey, 3 visits to Taco Bell give you enough pressure.
I was just going to say that there's pressure.
Really?
XXL bean burritos. Yeah, just turn your butts up in the air. Oh.
Hello, boys. Remember me?
Hey, Cap.
Don't give Independence Day 4 any ideas.
Cap,
What's up,
ask
Joe?
Chris the story about me in an elevator.
Don't.
Yes,
No.
I don't even know if I
no,
want
no.
to ask that.
You
Sure.
almost owed me a
said it.
damn keyboard.
I can smell it from here. It's been years.
Were you featured on one of those videos where people just went gollygagging out of an elevator because somebody farted?
No.
It was me.
God damn, John.
No. Joe Dog almost got knocked down trying to get out of an elevator that unfortunately had already been preoccupied by methane. They went in, the doors closed, and screams were heard for 12 floors down an express elevator to the lobby. Oh, Lord.
Hey, altitude changes, pressure changes in altitude.
Yeah,
We're
but
going
not
up
in
for-
the-
But that only works going up, Joe.
Well,
Well,
I
he
was going up.
They
and
were
up.
going down with the detritus. That reminds me of a David Gerald joke back in Star Trek. He famously quipped that Klingons are really mean. They fart in airlocks. It was funny in the 70s, okay?
Joe is going to start that crowdfunder.
Hey, that's one of the reasons I won't go to the space station. I'll get airlocked.
No, they won't open the last hatch.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't let him in. No, we don't want him in. No.
They don't.
Quick,
Yeah.
grabs the zip ties.
They let him in. He's gonna
Outside
get.
the
He's gonna
door.
get spaced.
What was it Heinlein said about the people that were trying to form a government? No, it was Neil Smith. Some bunch of folks were trying to form a government on the moon.
No, that was
and-
timeline. It was
No. This
Moon
was
is the
L.
harsh
Neil,
mistress.
this was L. Neil Smith. And you go, you know exactly what happened? Naked out the airlock. Each and every one of them.
The part I like was in the Heinlein, Moon is harsh mistress.
Mm-hmm.
They got all these people that kept coming up with these silly ideas for a government. They put them all in one room, let them go at it for like 2 weeks, explaining how they wanted the government to work. He then showed up, says, okay, this is the basic proposal for our Constitution. Says, tomorrow you can add whatever you want to it. Okay, so they all went home. Right after they went home, they brought in all the people that had common sense to vote on the basic Constitution like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry, me and Zach are having our own
Sorry.
little laugh session here. We're reading this
Yeah.
stuff from this.
The guy that
Copyright.
the guy that we filed the copyright claims to went to X and tagged YouTube creators and YouTube being like, hey, this is a false claim, like take it down, restore my stuff. YouTube's response, when someone files a copyright takedown, we take steps to comply with the laws. If you have questions about the validity, we encourage discussing it with your own counsel. Here's the frequently asked questions page of YouTube.
Read his reply. Come on, read his reply.
His reply, I asked for those specific questions when my fonts, my pictures used are not copyrighted by anyone, then owning the matching style, I'll be receiving copyright. Answer them, don't play around and use word jargon. Is his
Don't
response
play-
to
He
YouTube.
said, "Don't play roundabout and words jargon."
Yeah.
This guy is literally trying to get his channel taken down.
I think he's succeeding admirably.
I wish him all the best.
Yeah, really.
Do I tell him what? Should I tell him what he did earlier, Zach?
Go for it.
Oh, he tried to play a pity party by saying, "Well, if my channel gets taken down, I might just end my life."
Yeah.
Well, leave the camera running.
You want to get a lot of views? There you go.
Crayon!
Okay, all right. That's enough.
That's
no.
not good, Dan.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's leave it there. You know, let's
If-
find.
If you're gonna play that card, I got the Trump one.
Damn.
So, Zach, I watched the Dragon capsule get dropped. What?
Yours, the pop top,
Oh,
I think.
you talking about this, Carl?
That never happens in rehearsal.
Oh, he's
You're
talking
really-
about.
Oh, you
Oh,
went
yeah.
back and. Okay, you watched me pop my top on camera.
This one time at church camp,
Well, it's got strings that come out of it, so it could happen if people got tied up at church camp.
Well, so you don't lose it.
I think we lost it a long time ago. Thank you.
It's kind of like the model rockets, you know. You never lose the parachute of the rocket nose cone because it's always attached by the string.
Oh, of the one that undocked today. Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what he's talking about.
This
The,
thing that undocked. Yes.
What, they just moved a capsule from one docking port to another or something?
No,
No,
they
it's-
undocked it and they're sending it home. It'll land in the morning by Tallahassee.
I wonder if that sonic boom's loud enough to be heard from Atlanta.
Depends on where it comes from.
Yeah, it depends if it's a south or a northern launch trajectory or re-entry trajectory.
And probably not. I don't think you could hear anything in Atlanta except people honking horns on 285.
We used to be on a shuttle route.
Well, it'll splash down, Carl. So in the ocean. And then it'll get scooped up by a boat in about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Now we got all that giddiness out. How was everyone's week?
So far, so good.
I'm crabby.
My backyard's a mess. Where they came in and bulldozed all that tree stuff out of there, and hasn't rained in 3 days, and it's still muddy.
Got to love
Crabby,
when they
no ice
dig up
cream?
Earth, right?
3 damn days. Ooh.
What did I do?
You tell me. It's your show.
Oh,
Says
You
I'm
kicked
in.
Zach out?
oh, okay.
It said I was audio only.
Yeah, I was about to go. I thought it said I was audio only. I'm like, where the hell did I go?
And Zach is now muted.
No, I was audio only because I turned around to turn off my TV sound.
Oh.
Oh my God, you're still here.
Yes.
Oh, Dawn's little comment there. She's a crabby tabby. Did y'all
Right.
see the it was a meme that was posted up. Somebody screen captured a complaint from somebody at a restaurant. And the girl replied back, she goes, I'm going to talk to your manager. Or how do you think the manager at the Krusty Krab would like the way you talk to people? Chick went to my profile and thinks I work at Krabby Patty.
I seriously don't understand why people even put that as a job reference. Like, if you don't understand what that is, get off the internet.
Well, y'all haven't seen my tagline for my Facebook page, have you?
Your profile bio?
Yeah.
I think I read it, but I forgot what it said.
It says, being a little nosy, ain't you? Why don't you just move along?
What was that? There was a famous restaurant that their gimmick was horrible, insulting service.
Oh, Karen's Diner.
Yeah, Karen's Diner, where they treat you like
still
total
exist.
assholes.
And they're expanding globally. They're doing a lot of like pop-ups though.
They're forming world governments.
Carl.
There was Ed DeBevick's up in Chicago where they insulted you
Yeah,
too
Carl,
when you were in high school.
I'm right there with you. If Joe Dog posts anything, if there's a link in it, I don't click it. I don't care. Hey, it takes me half an hour to get my Facebook back to me if I click on anything John posts on Stupid O'Clock. It's like it changes my identity entirely to Stupid O'Clock, and I go,
It does that to me
where's
too.
my stuff?
What was the name of the place, Don? I missed it.
Ed DeBevick's. It was up in
Ed
Chicago. Ed was the first name, and then the last name was DeBevick. So when you say Ed DeBevick,
I was like,
and
English?
they
I want to
insulted
go to when they look.
It was a lot of fun. We went there for high school for one of our trips. For one time at band trips, we went there, and I out insulted one of the waitresses, and that's when I was like 16 years old. So I mean, can you imagine how my
Early
honed
bloomer.
this over the years? What, Dan?
Now you'd be general manager.
I said you were an early bloomer.
I've been a bitch longer than people know.
Well, I wouldn't call you a wilted rose now because you can still hold your own. I like that.
there's a guy that went in there and he's walked in. Somebody near the door, one of the people that worked at the restaurant goes, "What do you want?" And he started doing sign language to him. Oh, I'm sorry. So he kept doing sign language, and they'd walk up to him. "What do you want to eat? What do you want?" And he wouldn't look at them. And then they he can't hear you. He's deaf. Oh, I'm sorry. And just he had all these people that were like Don Rickles waiters, okay, apologizing to him. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it." Ate his meal, everything fat. Meal's over, left the tip on the table and looks at the guy and goes, "Y'all got pretty good service here," and walks off. And they were like, "Oh, you asshole."
It was a hot dog. I will try to find the pictures at some point in time from when we were in high school, and I'll maybe take some shots and send them to you. But there was everybody kind of dressed up fun, and it kind of had, I don't know how to explain it. It was just a really neat place.
Cellmakers. We had a restaurant called Cellmakers where everybody dressed up like a famous actor or actress and did the voice and everything. It was pretty cool. My favorite one was they had this one girl that worked there that impersonated Mae West.
Okay.
And she had it down pat. I mean,
Well, you've got to have talent.
She had the attributes for it. Yes.
Okay. Well, that helps too, but you still got to be able to do the voice and the sense of humor.
And Groucho Marx. Groucho Marx was a fun one.
Oh, it's so hard to impersonate Groucho. It really is, because the man had no limits, no safety zone, no.
This is one of those stories that I was not a part of, but I've heard it told so many times. I'm going to retell it. Okay. They had a HallowCon's science fiction convention here in town. And of course, they take the guest out to eat. So they took everyone out to Duff's Smorgasbord.
I've heard of that.
Okay. And one of the people they took was Wilson Bob Tucker.
Oh,
Dan probably knows him. Okay. He was a writer. So they're taking him. Well, they had this one lady. She had to work that weekend. So when she showed up to do the dinner with them, she was still in a business suit. Had her hair all done up and glasses and everything. Had her clipboard and all that sort of stuff like that from work. She shows up and she goes in because she's closer to the restaurant than everyone else is. She gets there first. She's going to make sure the table's ready and everything because they've got a reservation. So she shows up, business suit and everything like that. Goes in. And she's looking around the restaurant like, she's inspecting the place. So the manager comes over and she goes, "Okay, I just want to give y'all a heads up, but you can't let them know I did this." It says, "I'm from corporate." Okay. It says, "Mr. Duff O'Brien is going to be here checking out your restaurant with a party." Okay. It says, "Don't let him know that you know who he is." Okay, just make sure everything goes okay. So because he doesn't like to see his restaurants badly man. Said people came out of the woodwork and started cleaning stuff all over the place. Okay. So the whole con group gets there in the parking lot. They go into the restaurant and they go in, and she looks at him and she points at Bob Tucker and says, "That's him. That's Mr. O'Brien." And if you've ever seen Bob Tucker, he looks like a Duff O'Brien. I mean, he just got, says they went in, sat down, says that is the best service they have ever had in a restaurant in their entire lives.
Social engineering at its best.
John, why
I want to try one of those restaurants.
They don't have it. It went out of business, I think. We don't have them here in Chattanooga. Matter of fact, it's a
They found
It's
out
a-
Tucker
it's a
wasn't the guy.
FedEx hanger now. That ought to tell you
Yeah.
something.
I'm talking about the
In
one of
the
those, the sassy. I want to try one of those restaurants.
Oh,
I shared the link in the private chat, but since I don't have a wrenchy, I can't. Oh, I suppose. Well, can I share it in the comments from here, or will it disappear since I don't have a wrench in
I'll be darned.
YouTube?
Wait,
I don't know.
wait. I am darned.
See what happens.
Cap, you need to come up and visit us in Chattanooga. Me and John will take you to a place to eat like you've never been before.
Thank you,
But does
Dan.
it have
You're
the
welcome,
attitude
dear.
and the sass?
No, it's an all
That's
you
what I'm
can eat.
That's
It's
what I want to do.
It's an all you can eat buffet that you don't get up to get your plates.
oh, okay. You're talking about the one with the lazy
These,
Susans
yeah.
all over.
I
That's
took some friends from Virginia there one
Hey,
time.
there was a ping.
It's
I'm sure
Chris.
there was a ping. Oh, Chris. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I was wrong. There is still a stuffed smorgasbord.
Where?
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Well, that's right.
Oh,
up my
okay,
alley, because
Dolly
I go
owns
there
it.
all the time. Yep. If it's in Pigeon Forge, I guarantee you, Dolly Parton's got something to do with it.
Yeah. If
Hell,
she don't
Dalton
own
used
it
to have
outright,
one
she's a
years ago.
major shareholder. Oh
Hey,
God!
Martha.
Hey, Martha.
When her time comes, the education level of Tennessee children is going to go right down unless people keep doing the programs that she has established to help kids learn how to read. I mean,
Are you kidding? When Dolly passes on, they're going to shut down the state of Tennessee for a week.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there are going to be parades everywhere, and oh my God,
There will be anywhere from a day to a month of mourning.
I'm
At least a week a month.
They'll
morning.
put the flags at half mast, and the government calls and says, "Wait, the president didn't authorize it. You can't put the flag at half mast." Tennessee will be like, "You really want to go there?"
Right?
really.
Yeah.
This is Dolly. You really want to go there? We
You're not
will
getting
secede
you're not
again.
getting reelected, pal. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. My screen literally keeps saying you are in audio only mode, but
No, we
I'm
can see
right
you.
here.
We can see you.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Your cursor
Weird.
might be over stop cam, and it may be picking that up. So your
The little
cursor
buttons
may
at the
be
bottom.
over stop cam. You've not clicked on it, but it's picking it up.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I fully expect that
Discord.
Dolly will be nominated for sainthood.
And she's not even Catholic.
Hey,
Nope.
neither was Jesus. That was a point that was made early.
Dolly's
A long
American,
time
right?
ago,
Can't she just run for president?
It'd be like this. They'll be at the Vatican, and they'll go.
No,
All right,
she'd
who's
never
that?
win. She's actually got a brain, and she's not afraid to use it.
They'll tell the Pope you need to make Dolly a saint. Well, she has to perform a miracle.
I'm surprised she hasn't got a Nobel Peace Prize yet.
She was teaching Tennesseans to read. Oh, that's it. That's something.
Hands down, yep. That
Good Lord.
beats the loaves and the fishes right there.
I didn't say a damn thing.
Hey,
Mhm.
I lived in Tennessee. I know what I'm talking about. That beats the loaves and the fishes right there.
Because we know how to fish.
You really would know how to make cornbread too,
Dude, so we got loaves and fishes.
and pinto beans and pheasant
Colonial
and quail.
bread.
And,
We got breads and fish.
We know how to make lutefisk.
Isn't Bush's Beans
Yes,
headquartered
but
in
why?
Knoxville?
Yeah, they're
What,
right
Ludafisk?
outside of Pigeon Forge.
Why
at,
would anybody make Ludafisk if
what
they
is that
didn't hate
evil town
somebody?
called? Hold
That's
on.
a super villain move right there.
What is Luda?
Well, the only thing that came out of a Ludafisk supper was the lefse. Ludafisk is cod that's soaked in lye until it jellifies, and then they somehow get it to be unpoisoned, and then you eat it with a lot of butter.
Yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom just thinking about it.
Chestnut Hill is where it is.
Chestnut Hill, Tennessee. Yep.
Yep.
And they have a visitor center.
Oh, they have a restaurant there now too. You can just go in and order food.
They got a dog and Peyton Manning.
Oh, and Dawn, thank you
That
for
store is good too.
Thank you for teaching me how to say that word. I have only read it before. I did not know how it was pronounced.
Ludafisk or lefse?
Ludafisk.
I thought she was talking about.
And all of a sudden, a rap singer shows up in our damn chat, and
watch Joe's face when I say this. Ready? Roll that beautiful bean footage, Joe.
That ain't beautiful bean footage. That's beautiful bean seepage.
Oh, good Lord. Oh. Where?
Uh-oh. Mac, who are you calling a stupid blonde?
Probably me.
Yeah, I just want you to tell me who you're calling a stupid blonde.
Because we will defend Dawn with our lives. She ain't
Here, Martha.
Neither is she blonde.
Joe, not so much. If you called him a stupid blonde, we won't get a lot of disagreement. Anyway.
Unless Carl just knocked them off.
Who is this
redhead?
Not one of mine.
I don't have the faintest idea, but
oh, are you picking on redheads? Are you picking on redheads?
Ooh, Uncle
Please
Carl, call the duty.
Okay, they're on somewhere else. Well, should I make them? Should I make them sit in timeout, or should I make them never come away?
I don't have the faintest.
You really want to pause?
I'm trying. I actually have a question. I want to know what red hate is.
Yeah, if
you
you
can
really
tell me
want
what red hate is, then you know.
You should make them a moderator.
Yeah, if you really want to punish them, make them watch. Okay.
Why do you think I got half my mods?
Oh Lord.
We
5 minute
definitely have a
timeout
show,
already.
too.
How many of them worked out for you, man, Zach?
Shut up.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just serious.
I just told you. I said we've already had quite the show as soon as he signed me on.
Oh yeah, we have. That's for sure.
I asked to be a moderator, and he went, "You might know."
Smart man. If this wasn't his damn channel, we wouldn't have him be a moderator here. Oh Lord!
But that's exactly you moderate. No, I mean even the head motion. No.
Thank you for offering such a gracious offer, but hell no.
You've been hanging around us Southerners for far too long. You're learning.
Well, he brought me on, and within the first 24 hours, he was like, "Hey, you signed the contract. Do I need to bring up the social media clause again?"
Well, someone decided to screen share their Twitter, their massive rampage and battles they were going on at the same time. You're like, look at this tweet, and in the bottom right, there's a chat just going off. No, you probably could do. You would probably do good, Joe Dog. If you're still interested, we need mods. I'm desperate help.
Oh Lord!
But the problem is, I'm the one that's probably going to get the time out from the other moderators. No. Oh,
Well,
I can see that now.
At least I know you won't break the website because it's already broken.
It'd be like this. Hi, I'm Joe Dog McKeel.
And this was the launch pad.
The hell up.
Zach, have you met Joe Bachman?
Yes. Yeah, he and I've talked before. He didn't know all the systems that ours was built in. So I found someone front end that I'm working with now. And I think I've got someone back end that's helping. And basically, we've come to the conclusion that we are taking everything offline and are doing a complete redo of everything from scratch. So the last 18 months down the drain.
Okay, musical screens.
John, this is not a chessboard.
Was not me.
It's Joe. He's the one that's
Don,
laughing.
what are you doing? Leave them in their places.
Huh?
Oh, Lord. No,
I'm
no.
trying to get everybody figured out.
Joe's smirk is what gave it away. He's over there clicking. I see him going.
That
There
one
we
night
go.
was funny where
There
it
we
went
go.
from the longest beard to the shortest beard, and luckily I was at the end.
Because you're sitting down.
Damn.
On that note, good night, everybody. YouTube, I don't know these people.
Not the
They caught
green
me.
room. but
They got me
21.
again. I am in audio only mode. What did I do?
Oh hell.
Good Lord Almighty.
Look at that. Now you scared Chris off even.
No, he just had a sudden attack of sanity.
I keep freezing now too. What the heck?
It'll happen less and less the longer you stay here.
Your fortune cookie.
Okay, I thought it was a packet of instant water. Just add water.
I was getting dizzy.
No, we went to the Buffet King, John. Went and got our fortune cookies in. Opened mine up. Mine was empty. I'm going, gee, great, no fortune. Life is gonna suck. So Donna opens hers up, and she pulls it out, and I'm looking, and it's got what looks like an ad on the back of it. I'm thinking, ads on fortune cookies. And she goes, your credit will soon improve. Great things are coming. And I'm thinking, what? She hands it to me, and I look at it, I read it, flip it over. It's an ad for a fucking credit card.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, you gotta hand it to him. That's clever.
Yeah.
Okay, John, what did it say?
The one I liked is the guy got a fortune cookie, and it came with 2 fortunes. And the first one said, the secret to happiness in life is see other fortune.
What'd yours say just now? Come on, John, share.
Let me see. I have not read it. Here, let me see here.
For everything, there is a
Season.
For everything, there is a season.
Great. I get Bible verses and song titles. Okay.
Can I send that to
Hey,
the person
hey.
that copyright claim?
turn.
Hey,
Horrible.
no, really, if you want an advert, the perfect one is right here.
Look at my router.
I like the original one better.
Well, now,
Untouched
that
by
might-
human
that might
hands.
be a reason.
Um,
All right.
we see,
With my
we
luck,
see-
this one will say turn, turn, turn.
I think I know why it keeps flashing me that you're an audio only. Apparently, my router's at 89% utilization. My daughter's having a
You
party
remember-
upstairs, and there's like 30 different phones going right now.
You
I
remember
explains why you
Okay.
couldn't see my
have
game earlier.
Huh?
Probably explains why you couldn't see my game earlier.
Well, that didn't work.
Didn't get any on yet?
Yeah, that wasn't a static
Make
fire.
your
It was
own
like a
fortune
spin
cookie
prime.
kit.
Weak. Okay, John, what's that one say?
Oh,
I think I got somebody else's fortune.
Mackey's back. Good things are being said about you.
Where?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. All right.
I knew I had it around here somewhere.
Mac, are you going to be nice? Are you going to behave?
The answer is no.
No escondido avocado. No.
No avocado?
All right. Here,
No
here,
escondido avocado.
here we go.
What just normal?
This is the way I'm seeing it is your financial choices will change the world in unexpected ways. And on the back is a fucking ad for a credit card.
It's got a QR code reader and everything.
Yeah.
Did you apply?
No. But well, it ain't gonna focus.
Tell them you'd like call the credit card company and tell them you'd like to get a loan so you can start a fortune cookie company.
Ask if they do free samples.
So that
It could-
I
It could be worse. It could be Munzie, and then
hey,
several people would have to get their cameras out and photograph it so that they would get credit.
yeah.
What is a
now,
Monday?
Dan, be nice.
now,
I am being nice.
the reason I saved that because none of y'all would have believed me that it was actually a freaking credit card ad on the back of a Fortune.
It was just crazy enough. I believed you.
Yeah, I wasn't too surprised.
You know, Joe, I don't think that you're creative enough to come up with that on your own.
Oh, mean.
Hey, with all the
Oh,
hey, with all the
that
jokes I
was
steal-
salty.
With all the jokes I steal,
I don't think I've got enough caramel, or Joe Bachman's got enough sweet drizzle to take that salt out.
oh,
Um,
and by the way, if your drizzle is that color, it's been drizzling for days. That's all I'm gonna say.
Longer than 4 hours.
Hey, complaints were not made.
And Mac, it's stupid o'clock, not stupid questions.
Yeah, as
Ooh.
stupid questions will get stupid answers going here.
Oh. I just found a recipe for Leinenkugel. Okay, who here has heard of Leinenkugels?
I'm not going to admit that that's what I think it is, but
It's
I
a
wanna-
beer. It's a beer made. It's out of Wisconsin.
oh, boy, did they get missed. Never mind. Moving on.
They have a very, very vice beer. Delicious. I missed that one. Oh God, I missed that. But now I found a recipe that you can use it in crepes.
That'd be good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's singing opera.
I know. Too bad it'll kill me, but hey. Wait a minute. You.
You would cook it off, wouldn't you?
Not
would
because there's a
be-
sauce that you put it in, so you won't cook it out of the sauce.
Oh, special sauce. Okay.
The sauce is strawberries, sugar, berry vice, and cornstarch. It's got the
Sounds
cream
like a
cheese.
good time.
Oh my God.
Well,
I know
this
the
one
sound.
time in
I know
church
the
camp,
sound. Dawn made when she first tried it.
Why you do R2 like that?
I'm sorry he's mocking you.
Are you saying that you don't think I can scream like R2, Zach?
Zach, I don't think that was mockery. I think that was tribute.
Mhm.
After what
That was-
John's going to do to her at HallowCon next year, that's probably
Hey! Watch your phrasing.
Well, she deserves it.
He said, I deserve whatever he gives me as long as I don't go in the hospital. We're fine.
Okay, so we know the limits now.
Hey, I wasn't anywhere near there 9 months ago. I just want to establish right now.
Dude, that factory's closed.
With John, miracles happen.
Oh, Zach, you're going to have to pull this up.
That's what she said.
There's a news report of these two stewardess. One was 22, the other one was 20. You know how they got to check the overhead bins and everything?
Yes.
They found this box in a overhead bin with wires running out of it,
So a bomb.
and it was light was flashing on it.
So a bomb.
So they freaked out. They called the bomb squad. Bomb squad comes in, full garb, all this, reaches around with the mirror, looks up in to see a Walkman.
Oh my god. It's not my generation.
It might have
I had a
been. Depends on what was playing on the Walkman. Could have been.
I had a Walkman. I liked my Walkman.
John
Like a
has
Discman
ice cream.
and a Walkman.
It's Celine Dion. Blow the plane up. Blow the plane up.
No, it was the cassette one.
Bite your tongue.
You got to keep in mind, Zach's Canadian.
You touch our Celine Dion, I'm gonna go touch your Dolly Parton.
You touch Dolly Parton, and her security is going to whoop your ass.
Oh my god.
No, Celine Dion's sister, I think it was, just last week gave an update. She has no control of any of her vocal muscles anymore.
Which
That-
is
that
sad
is
because
as much
she was a grand and just her voice was just absolutely beautiful.
They
I'm
say
very-
she's still fighting, that she thinks she'll make a comeback.
Hey,
She's putting all
I
of her
wish-
money
I
into
wish-
her.
I wish her the best of luck. I mean,
How old is she?
seriously.
How old is
She
she?
was young when she started anyway. I think she was
Um,
like 14 when her first career
she's-
started taking off.
She's
Yeah.
she's crossed 60, but not by much.
Okay.
Well, hold
Is-
on a second. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah,
Alexa.
same thing happened to
How old is
Linda Ronstadt.
John?
Celine Dion is 55 years old.
Oh,
All
shit. She's younger than me.
She's younger than me.
She's got another 20 years then, hopefully. There's a chance.
Excuse me. I'm under contract.
Okay, 30.
No, I found
I
that article.
expire with
Apparently,
Swan.
they made TikToks out of it. The two flight attendants.
Oh,
Yeah.
that wouldn't surprise me.
So I'm not making it up, right?
No, I found it. I found the flight incident report too. They literally thought a Walkman was a bomb, and the cops were even laughing at them.
It's not the first time it's happened.
Well, haven't they put Walkmans back into production?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, not Walkmans, cassette tape players.
That is a Walkman. Discman is a CD player. Walkman
No,
is
not a
tape player.
Discman, a cassette, like the tape.
They've
The
got
rectangle.
they
yeah.
got new ones. They came back into fashion because they have a new one that the output from it, you can plug it into a computer and it will take your cassette tapes and convert it to MP3.
Hmm.
I got that with a record player.
There's
Well,
also just a lot of artists releasing cassettes, brand new.
Yeah, I can see Dan now carrying this big old round table over on his head like the old 80s rappers did with their big old boom boxes. There's my Walkman.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't tote it on my shoulder.
Didn't
Um,
Guardians of the Galaxy make Walkmans popular again?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely
Yeah,
was a big part of it.
Because Pratt had his. Yeah.
one of the weirdest things that I ever did at work was I figured out how to wire a, a crappy set of headphones, cut the headphones off, just use the wire, and hook it up to a PA speaker in the factory that was on the machine that I ran.
Mm-hmm.
So I could pop cassettes in that thing hour after hour after hour and play them through the PA in the factory. It was only the one speaker right there at my machine, not the entire system.
Yeah.
But you
And
know,
I'll share
if
one that's similar, but a little more crude, MacGyver-like. In middle school, we during lunch, me and a bunch of my friends, we go hang out over in the corner somewhere because we just wanted to listen to music. So we'd pop out a Discman or a Walkman or whatever we had, and we'd take the headphones, and we had a cup stashed away in a piece of brick that we could just open the brick, pull the cup out. We cut the end of the cup out,
yeah,
and we'd stick the earphone in there, and it would sit there and turn it into a
a speaker.
MacGyver like loud horn.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly. You can do all kinds of things with speaker technology. I had a guy that I went to high school with that later became one of the major people that lots of people on the albums that we listened to, stuff we heard on the radio, they had him as their the guy on their mixer in the recording studios. I mean, he worked with awesome names, and he gave me designs for how to do an acoustic horn on a home built stereo speaker, and then showed me how to use a um, well, I started to say thrift store, but it's more like a pawn shop record player to make a primitive version of a Leslie, which is a baffle that goes through an acoustic horn and puts vibrato into a band's PA system. And I'm just looking at him. I'm going, okay. Do you mind if I use this? And he goes, no. Go for it. If you get rich, I want 10%. Well, I've never actually built them commercially, but I know how to make some very awesome stereo speakers nowadays. And when Radio Shack went out of business, I lost my ability to buy affordable speakers for building these things. But I built a bunch of them for the garage band that I was in. And we had some awesome sound because not only was it 65 watt, 100 watt, 300 watt speakers, they actually had an acoustic horn inside that took advantage of the wasted sound that most speakers for stereos don't use. It's just kind of reflected off the back and through this Jericho's trumpet sort of arrangement. And now that Radio Shack may be going back into business, and I might actually be able to get hold of affordable speakers, who knows what I can do? But imagine imagine a set of speakers shaped like a three-sided pyramid. For the upper range, you put them on the ceiling with the flat spaces pointing out into the middle of the room. On the floor, you put the bass speakers with the flat spaces focusing out into the room. So when you're walking around in the room, you get perfect stereo, quadraphonic stereo, if you will. It's easy to do. It's real easy to do, and I know how.
Yep.
I have the technology. I have the erector set. Steve Austin will walk again at 75 miles an hour, even better than Rudy Wells was able to do for him. So,
You were talking about, you know, MacGyvering stuff in. I MacGyvered into where I could record my songs, you know, radio mixtapes from the radio. And there's nothing like waiting for a song all day to play. And it's like, oh, thank God the DJ didn't talk. Get all the way through to the end of the song. And the last 2 seconds, the DJ has to talk over the end of the damn thing.
Hmm.
Welcome
was
to
a
the
challenge.
70s.
That was the challenge back in the 80s and 70s. When you
Yeah.
hit record on your mixtape, trying to make sure the DJ wasn't
DJ,
talking all over it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you an example of MacGyvering something. Now, my parents had a portable record player, inbuilt speakers, just a BSR turntable, gear drive, perfect. I had a little bitty pocket-sized AM radio. I somehow figured out how to plug a set of just one of those single earpiece earphones into the stereo jack of the AM radio and then wire that into the tone arm of the record player so that it had the full advantage of the amplifier built into the radio or the record player. I listened to the King Biscuit Flower Hour as a teenager, broadcasting from way up in Terre Haute, Indiana, in Georgia.
How the hell?
I'm good.
No. Damn cat just opened the door with a round doorknob.
They have thumbs.
Which cat was it?
The one with thumbs.
I see the door open and then Joe just looked back. What the hell?
No. Ow.
No, it's Christmas, not Halloween.
Oh. No, making something out of what you've got on hand is a real talent, and it's one that when MacGyver came out, I was one that was really proud to see. Here is my patron saint.
Well, you've seen the light bar at HallowCon.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
It works.
And the way I've got it now, nobody can, you know, everybody's just sort of like trying to figure out how they, you know, shoot, Joe Dog spent a bunch of money and got a fancy light system.
No.
I got a whopping $40 in that whole setup, including the light bulbs.
Are you okay, Zach?
Yes. I want ice cream.
He wants ice cream while shooting other enemy ships.
With ice cream.
Yeah, with ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream has been weaponized for a long time.
Yeah, there we go. He's shooting the other ships with serious putty ice cream shells.
Oh, okay.
I found out how to play my video game that's behind me without looking behind me.
What are you doing? You just forwarding the screen? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
What do you mean she didn't get any, Carl? Ice cream.
Damn.
I figure I better.
Dan, you'll understand this. He just took 4 boomsticks in the port side of his bow.
Hey, I just watched a video about a guy in World War II, I believe it was. Might have been World War One. I'm confused. Anyway, he
You
was
didn't get
flying.
any either, Carl?
He was flying a propeller-driven spotter plane, picking out targets. He got pissed off at the Germans and mounted 6 bazookas, or recoilless rifles, excuse me, on his spotter plane. And he went down the trenches and was blowing stuff up. And the Germans started shooting at any spotter plane that came by because of this guy, because they could not trust it was not him. There was one mission one day. He only had 6 of these things mounted to the plane. He went back and reloaded 4 times and went back. He killed 2 Panzers, a couple of armored personnel carriers, and a bunch of guys in the trenches.
Hey Joe,
Yeah.
You know who Matt Mitchell is, don't you?
Yeah.
I know why he had such a fit over this stuff now. It's delicious.
Zach, go AT and shoot at the bottom of his hull.
Well, he just released a little video set. He was up in Collegedale at the Little Debbie Park.
Oh, he turned in.
Oh well.
Yep.
You guys thought I was crazy when I got excited about the cherry cordial, and now Chris is like, I get it. And that was the.
Is that an all year
Mine's a
round
Christmas
flavor?
tree cake.
I know, but mine's a cherry cordial.
Is cherry cordial an all year round flavor?
I think it's just holiday.
Can you tell them to hold on to it until January 21st?
Probably gone by them.
Unacceptable.
Where did you place in your ranking there? Hit team result. Look at that. MVP.
When are you planning on coming down, Zach?
I fly down on the 20th. I board a cruise on the 21st, and then I'm back in Florida on the 28th till the 2nd.
Do they have the cherry cordials up there? Just not the ice cream?
I have no idea. I'm not
They
sure.
don't have many of those left. Most of the ones were
Let me look.
Christmas tree cakes, and they were reduced to $2. They were $2.74.
How do you or
You're just
cordial?
telling me this now, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Who makes it?
It's from
I thought it was
Hudsonville,
Mayfield, but it's Hudsonville, I think.
Hudsonville, yeah. But they're Little Debbie based.
Oh, they've got a license for Little Debbie, or they wouldn't.
I can get the Ben and Jerry one. That's Sherry Garcia.
Chris, does
That's
that one
what
actually
John's
taste like
eating
the
on
Debbie
Barbie.
cakes?
Do what?
Does that one actually taste like the Debbie cakes?
A little bit. There's some cake in it. There's a lot of cream. There are the green sprinkles in it.
Have to try that out.
Yes.
Well, the reason I was asking if it was the ice cream that you wanted, Zach, or the actual cordials, if you were interested, is because a lot of times they'll switch over the cordials from Christmas to Valentine's Day.
What's a cordial?
It's a chocolate covered cherry with a little bit of cream in it.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah. See, I like cherry pie, but I like the fake cherry pie.
Yeah.
Just like I like banana bubble tea, but it has to be the fake candy banana, not the real banana.
Warrant is so
You
disappointed
know.
right now.
Danny Lane is turning over in his grave, literally.
Well, truth be told, he hated the song.
I know some people that they wouldn't eat any other cherry pie other than the cherry pies you got at McDonald's.
I don't think I ever had one of those.
Well, you have to like sign a waiver saying that you won't sue them because it will melt lead if you lay the cherry pie on a lead bar. Because that sucker came out hot.
So that's how we're gonna.
Oh, their apple pies were just the same too back in the day.
Ooh, the apple pies were good.
I'm talking about when they actually fried the things and they had that crispy, flaky crust.
We fried. I worked at a place called Harvey's, and we fried our apple pies every morning, first thing. I'm about halfway through the day. The best part is that was the only good part about closing. Is if you closed and there was apple pies left, you got to take them home for free.
We used to have this little place called Central Park,
Oh, Miss Central.
and all they made hamburgers, French fries, and they had sodas. That was it. I mean, that's all they did: hamburgers or cheeseburgers and French fries, and whatever soda. And they had some of the best hamburgers near. I think is there still one left up in Hickson, Joe, or did they all close?
It's still there, but they still got the branding. But I swear to God, it's the Sam's hamburgers, and the French fries are the seasoned Sam's fries.
Corners had to be cut.
Yeah. The thing was,
Unfortunately.
they had seasoned fries, and they had really good hamburgers and stuff like that. But if you showed up right at closing time, which for some reason we'd all get hungry right around their closing time, so we'd real quick jump in the car, run down there. We get a bag of burgers, whatever, some French fries, and they'd be like, "Hey, you guys want some more French fries?" Sure. He'd take an entire shopping bag that they send your order home in and just start dumping fries in it because they're getting ready to close and throw the fries away anyway. We'd come home with like 2 pounds of French fries.
Good night, Carl.
All right. Good night, Carl. Thanks for dropping by.
Night, Carl.
Yeah, when I worked at Harvey's, we had a youth group night that was at a bowling alley, which was like right across the parking lot. So one night I talked to our church and I was like, why don't we just buy apple pies from Harvey's after bowling so we don't have to make snack when we go back and we can stay bowling longer? I probably should have checked with my boss first that one, we'd have enough apple pie, and two, that they could make it. So we got to bowling about an hour before I wanted the snack, hour and a half before I called. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming in an hour and I want to pick up 75 apple pies. And we could only fit 5 in a deep fry tray at a time. Yeah, the high school students working that night were not very happy with me for a few days. It was great.
These things, they happen.
Yeah, well, it then screwed up our apple pie order. That we then, for multiple orders following, got a surge in the amount of apple pie sent to us because they're like, oh, apple pies are popular on Fridays. It's like, no, just one night. They were good apple pies.
I'm sorry.
What'd you do this time, Dan?
I haven't done anything yet, but I'm fixing to.
What?
Ooh, what's he gonna do? Ooh, bye.
I was wondering. I was like, that's why I was sitting there looking like,
so long, farewell.
Giving him the crazy eye. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that particular digression was not something I want associated with.
And if I were to bring up cream pies, you guys would have a completely different.
No, it'd be exactly the same, but we go, not the green room. And then Friday night we go, all right, bring on your cream pies, honey. Probably shouldn't have went there, but
what did Mac do to get banned?
He was talking about inappropriate
sexual innuendo.
Childish.
Oh,
Sexually.
okay. I was about to go. Well, shit, that's what we do too. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we're
know, but we're
childish, but we know we're
sophisticated
childish.
about it.
We know where the line is.
Yeah,
We
He
push
crossed
the line forward a little bit every now and again, but
yeah.
Arr.
It had no
Oh,
relevance. If
Let's
there's
just
something I
say,
can't stand, it's lack of
let's
relevance.
just say the exclusion zone for where he went was more like well past Massey's. If ours is, if our border is the roadblock at the restaurant, he went to Massey's.
let's just say
sure.
if
Yeah.
I'm the one that kicks them out, they done went too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dan, your show starts in 30 minutes. I actually got a notification on time this time.
better than me. No, I came up with a good recipe for a fantastic dip for potato chips.
Mhm.
It is about 60% lemon pepper and 30% ranch. And this is the dry spices, not liquid, mixed with sour cream. It is awesome.
All right.
Sounds
Try
good.
it out. Seriously. 60/30 lemon pepper seasoning, salt, and ranch dressing from the flavor packets in sour cream. Stir it up real good. Put a chip in it. Eat that and swear you will not eat the entire bag or at least as many chips as until whatever amount of sour cream you have mixed up evaporates. It's addictive. I mean, seriously, it's addictive. Now, fair warning: if you've got a lactose intolerance, please do not do this at home. Otherwise, you will thank me anon.
Or at Starbase.
Well, Starbase may thank me anon. I don't care. I'm not going to copyright the crap.
No, I will. No.
Bugger that! I've already posted the recipe. I've got it. I've got it. The paperwork is already in
I
progress.
was making a jab at earlier tonight.
Oh, you just stick to popping your rockets off, okay?
Well, every day, all day, live on camera.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she's trying to not say.
Oh, I swore we had some rails when I came in.
There's not rails. Never.
Obviously.
There was at least painted lines on the ground, and then half of us showed up, and those got all erased.
Those are merely suggestions.
Yeah.
Like speed limit signs in Georgia, those are merely suggestions. Even the police don't pay any attention to them.
We don't have rails, we have a gutter. And where a train runs down the rails, ours looks like somebody tossing a bowling ball into the gutter. So
That's all I do when I bowl. I can't bowl. I will admit that. I have never been able to bowl.
I love bowling. Sucked at it. Can't do it anymore.
Now baseball, different story.
I was actually fairly decent at bowling, but then Mom was she actually won a couple of championships, amateur championships up in Tennessee. I could not figure out how can you be such a fantastic artist and you can throw a bowling ball down through this narrow little alley and knock over a bunch of pins. And then I remember she had 3 kids. She kept the bowling ball under lock and key. This is why we only got spanked instead of clubbed with a bowling ball.
She bowls overhanded.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's-
Should have seen the fastball. I mean, rah!
That's the only thing Crocs are good for. Fastballs.
See, somebody missed an opportunity. You know that little band goes across the top of the Crocs? Instead of making it out of foam, they should have made it out of elastic.
Excuse me.
So that you can actually like put your thumb in it, pull that Croc back, and whew, pow!
That's a Frank Zappa song that never got a chance to happen while he was alive. That's right on up there with My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama.
Like a Chunko launcher.
I really enjoyed Dweezil's cover of his dad's song, Dan.
Oh.
That video
Yeah.
has got Robert Wagner in it and Mamie Van Doren as the mama.
Dweezil, Amit, and Moon have done very well by their homage to their dad's
Hey, there's that word again.
talent.
Homage?
Not to be
Yeah.
confused with blancmange, which is supposedly a dessert, but it's actually a monster from a 1950s horror movie. Thank you, Monty
All right,
Python.
be back in a minute.
Grant Lankard's when he was doing I can't even talk. Memoirs.
I'm the one that's
of
supposed to be
the
drunk.
Morbid. There we go. That was the ad for it. Had come to never mind the furthermore some morning and just say the word homage and you'll see what happens.
Well, I can think about 6 different variations I wish I would never witness happen, but hey, it's still early yet. We might trigger them all tonight.
Yeah.
What happened to Aunt Donna? I haven't seen her post anything in a while.
Neither have I. Usually she'll say goodnight, Witzman dude, or something to that effect.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think she's participating tonight.
She changed her name to Mac and somebody banned her.
She's not that long.
It's
I
been
don't think that
an
was Mac.
hour and 12 minutes since her last message.
Her humor is much more adult than that. So,
Yeah, and she's much more coherent.
and witty.
Yes.
Donna's here. She just doesn't feel chatty.
Oh,
She's like me. Are you like me tonight, Donna? I'm an angry potato.
Baked, mashed, scallop, double baked.
we got
If
some
I
butter
was
and powder.
She says she's not feeling chatty, but technically she's not chatting. She's typing. So, she's not feeling typey is what it is.
Keep that up, John. I had an ice cube with your name on it.
An unguided missile.
Oh, so Starship.
More
Man, I'm
around.
so salty. I'm starting shit with John already for next year.
This
Yeah,
year's
that's-
not even over with.
They're going to have to put
Hey.
a warning to the county. Warning, Don and John are entering the county. Be like the purge. Enter at your own will.
APB Bolo.
So you're trying to say they should activate the emergency alert system?
Yes. At least this time it would relate to something, not just because someone hit the wrong button.
Oh, well, you used to annoy the hell out of peoples when they do that stuff during one of their favorite shows.
Oh, wasn't the last one when they set it off telling Hawaii to duck and cover because North Korea launched a nuke, and then they were like, oops, sorry, we were supposed to be testing it on an internal system, but
Our bad. Yeah.
I remember that one.
But yet when there was fires,
They fired the director or somebody over it. I mean, he just
Oh yeah.
they threw him into a
fired-
volcano or something.
Oh, so they took him to Nicaragua.
I don't get
There are
EAS on my
volcanoes in
phone anymore.
Nicaragua?
Yeah.
I hiked the Managua volcano.
Yeah.
If you ever go on Google and do the satellite view around Mexico City, looks like the moon. There's so many volcanic craters, it looks like the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we went to Managua, we were talking to the people that work at that national park, and they were almost too proud to say that their government had admitted that for like 30 years, if you were someone they didn't agree with, you would get this letter in the mail offering you a VIP tour experience, and it would involve a helicopter flight. And that helicopter flight would take you over the volcano, but your seatbelt was accidentally broken, and you would get to see the volcano up close and personal, and then no one would talk about you ever again. They were very proud of that moment, but I always wanted to see a volcano. I didn't think this act of a volcano would be the volcano I was on, because it was rumbling more than if most of us hadn't eaten in a week, and it was a lot. It was like, oh, okay, that's like very loud thunder, but that's from the ground.
Oh, speaking of thunder, have you heard the latest theory on T-Rexes?
Were they vegan?
No.
They were banging the gong?
No.
What?
Nice.
They invented the asteroid.
The T-Rexes, you know how they picture them always running? All of their footprints are side by side.
They did
were
not hop.
hopping.
They did not hop. No. No.
Instead
They're
of
like
walking.
magpies and crows. They hopped.
Yeah. Now, can you imagine, instead of, the rolling thunder of one running, it's more like sonic booms. Boom. Boom. 40 tons jumping around.
So you're trying to say they're the ancient predecessors to kangaroos?
Yes.
This does not hop.
It does.
No.
Look at the biology, Zach.
Look
Okay,
at
well,
the-
here's one for you. Hey, Zach, you know how they think that some dinosaurs had feathers? Imagine a T-Rex with glossy black crow feathers.
Oh.
Hopping.
And stealing peanuts.
That's just totally
No.
terrifying now, isn't it?
No. Just no.
No.
No, they were gaudily colored like a peacock, but they didn't have the fan display.
Can you imagine?
That's why they were so pissed off. They didn't have the fan
The
display.
T-Rex has that really big tail. Can you imagine if it had those, fans? A T-Rex in the colors of a peacock.
I don't even want to imagine that.
My T-Rex wants to kill your mama.
No wonder they were vicious.
But
So
didn't
they're
they
sort
come
of
with the rumbling and shockwaves and everything?
Wouldn't
Didn't
you be
the
if you had
Ninja
hand
that
that?
Jurassic Park?
Wouldn't you be angry if you had hands that small?
Was it I have a big head and little arms?
Well, they were small arms and
And I don't
structures.
think
They were
this
teaching
plan
all
is
the
thought
other
out very
dinosaurs
well.
how to misbehave.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold that back up.
You
What does
couldn't even
that say on
hold
the
on
bottom?
to a rocket.
Hey, what does that say on? What is that little sticker on the bottom of it?
How
It's
ridiculous.
Rexy. It's
Yeah.
a Rexy.
Yeah, and it's signed.
Which one signed it? All of them?
All three. This was the OG. This is an OG Rexy before they did all the other variations. This one was put in a thing with 1,000 of them and dropped from, I can't remember how many thousand feet. I think it was dropped from a helicopter, and then they all bounced, and then it hopped its way across the ocean to Canada.
As God is my witness, I thought T-Rex could fly.
It's not a
So
damn
yeah.
turkey.
I love that channel. I want to find a way to do something with them.
So those
think-
lizards with the expanding hoods in Australia are the descendants of T-Rexes?
No, I thought those
no.
were the exact descendants of what they were in Jurassic Park, the acid spitters.
They were more closely related to the
Saga?
not velociraptors.
My
Bugger!
internet
What's
is
the
going
one with the
crazy.
twin wings?
Joe Dog's
The one
getting a
from
call from
Germany.
Joe Dog's getting a call from the government. For a secret.
Ariopteryx?
It's probably his dad.
No.
No,
I just figured out why T-Rexes were in such a bad mood all the time.
You couldn't wipe their ass.
Well, basically, yes. Their arms were so short they couldn't reach anything.
Yeah.
So if they were lonely, they were pissed.
Hey, do you know why T-Rexes couldn't clap?
Because they're dead.
Exactly.
They'd never heard Queen before.
There is a museum in London that has a mock-up of a T-Rex in the museum, and they put a Christmas sweater on it for Christmas. And the only thing people can say is, how did you get the sweater over the T-Rex's head and over those little bitty arms?
Same way you do a cat.
There's no way the T-Rex could have done it. There's just no.
It snaps in the back.
I don't know if you guys heard me because my screen locked up. The lizard that Chris was talking about, its dinosaur was the Dilophosaurus. Is the one that had the big wings that came around his head and they shot that tar-like acid at you. He would spit it at you.
There's 2 new versions of Rexy that I need to get.
You have my sympathy.
I just need your credit card number.
Good freaking luck. My wife doesn't even have that.
BR549.
That's the access code. No.
Oh, okay.
It's not
I
the
just barely
number.
made that one. Damn, I need a haircut.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing earlier.
Oh God! Don't give me straight lines.
Actually, I did mine earlier today.
I keep thinking of lines from Blake 7.
You want to see Dan
Have you
freak
considered amputation?
out? Hey, you guys want to see Dan freak out? Yeah, I could use a haircut too.
You better damn well not.
Just a trim.
I will spank you within an inch of your life,
I
and not
think
in the
Ted
fun
would
way.
kill her first.
You might enjoy that.
No. I specifically said not in the fun way.
Oh, it's a Canadian T-Rex.
Dan, Ted has seen me with short hair and long hair, different colored hair, everything.
I don't know. That expression makes the T-Rex look just a little special needs.
No,
Grandma,
it's
why did you
polite.
buy me this sweater?
Mm-hmm.
Who would
It's-
Grandma be in
my
this instance?
ass.
It's polite. Hello, do you mind if I eat you? I'll give you a 5-minute head start.
No, it's a Christmas caroler at your door.
You have 5 minutes to talk about Jesus Christ and his birth.
Hello, my name is
No.
Elder Rex.
Happy holidays. Okay, there we go.
Land shark.
Don't open the
Actually,
door.
that is quite applicable. Land shark is quite applicable to this species.
Hey, land shark. Who is it? Land shark. Don't open the door. Dan gets it.
Dang, we're just
Yes.
2 more away from a Brady Bunch.
So
What is
close.
it? Pizza delivery. I didn't order pizza.
Excuse me.
Candygram for Mongo.
Really? Who is it? Landshark. Oh, Jim, is that you? All right.
And I'm gonna go see Hedy
And
Lamarr now.
that was actually the episode that Frank Zappa was a musical guest on, wasn't it?
I believe so. Well, they had several Landshark episodes.
Yeah, but the first one.
But Gilda Radner getting eaten by the land shark was just hilarious because she had that scream.
Touching that? I am not touching that line, John. I don't care how perverse you are.
Woohoo!
And we all
Oh,
got quiet.
it's that time.
Not quite yet. Ah!
I'm about to say, not quite.
Yeah. No. I'm just remembering Dawn with the hand puppet and the almost the end of the show dress and banner, and I'm going,
That wasn't a dress, but thanks for thinking it was. Oh wait, it kind of was.
I thought it was.
It was a tunic. I forgot we brought a bunch of guys. No offense.
Okay, Dawn, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to do this one just for you.
I had nothing to do with that.
John, I expected better of you than that.
I was completely.
I didn't. You've
I
been
am
hanging out with
completely
JoJo for way
innocent.
too long. Oh.
And Carl, if you're watching on the replay, that wasn't me.
And the rails are gone.
They've been gone. They
Hey,
never
I think those lines were chalk, and the wind's been blowing.
Yeah, no, I told you it's not rails, it's a gutter.
Oh no!
No, life on the road's no good for animal. Yeah, too many women, too many towns. And in that.
I said that after looking at my comment section yesterday.
Hey, you've never seen that one before, Cap?
I have. And then Zach just doubled down on it.
Zach, were you busy with all the women yesterday?
No, we just have a very large bot e-girl following that every single video we put out, we get about 20 comments of, I love your content. How do I make your content? And they're all not clothed in their username photos.
Do they bounce on balls?
Oh, no.
They might, but not on Zach's channel.
They're not gonna.
This town needs an enema.
I need to go watch that movie again.
Would you believe that movie is 30 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
They just like Zach's rockets.
They just want to watch him pull the head off of his rocket.
I gotta pay for that. That's not free.
That's on only Zach's.
Only you have that.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
You've never seen that one either?
I haven't seen that
I
one.
think the gutter just broke, man.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Saturday show.
Yeah.
We need to go through the entire repertoire.
God, not
Need
Joe.
to add
He
a
is
bunch
the
of new
worst,
ones.
man.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know, it is
working.
about- there's a new year coming up. We may need to recycle some.
Yeah. Hey, there is a new one tonight, as a matter of fact.
Hey, Kiri.
Yeah, it's this one.
Cool trick, scary friends.
Damn.
Joe Dog.
Poor cat.
You're gonna have some animal rights group.
PETA, I don't know him.
How dare
I'm
you?
allergic, but I wouldn't do that.
Show that again, please. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I want to see what
Cool trick, scary friends.
I'm still very confused.
Please, can we just calm the down?
No.
No.
Request denied.
Was that Rosamund Pike?
No, that was from
Shaun of the Dead, I'm sure.
yeah.
She sort of looked like Rosamund Pike, who was a Bond girl. And she,
One dude had a shotgun in his hand. What the other guy had? Was that a corkscrew?
It was a corkscrew.
And what exactly was he going to do with bringing a corkscrew to a shotgun fight?
Actually, it wasn't a shotgun. It was a Henry lever action rifle.
Okay,
Or no, I'm
same
sorry.
principle.
It was
Bringing a
it was
corkscrew to a
it was
gunfight.
Winchester. It was a Winchester lever action rifle because the pub, the tavern they were in, was called the Winchester. Like that.
Now, this is. I
Go
think
down to the
that-
Winchester and have a pint until this all blows over.
And that was Lucy Davis, by the way.
okay.
And
It does sort of look a little bit like
and,
Rosamund
and
Pike.
Cap, this is pretty much the attitude of Stupid O'Clock.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
You know what they
Was
said once you
just
go
waiting for
Blackberry.
the perfect moment to play that one.
You got to get the clip of her where she's talking about once you go Blackberry.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
Oh God, no! I know that one.
I guess it's time for us to say goodnight.
Aww.
Y'all gotta go touch the face of God so I can start my show.
Yep, let's go. We're out of here.
Good night.
Say good night, everybody.
Okay,
Good
that was
night,
an
everyone.
implicit direction.
Good
enough.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
He falls down all by himself, perfectly landing